Welcome back to Inside the 12. We know sometimes people go to work and you come home at the end of the day and you're like, nobody cares, man. I just emptied the kitchen sink for this company, these people, and they don't care. We want to let these players in schools know we do care.
You're getting deep on us, huh?
No time like the present, right? That's why they call it the present. It's a gift, baby. Let's get deeper. All right, Terrence Brown is one of the guys playing for Utah this year that I have noticed myself. Man, this dude deserves some respect and some attention. He's on a team right now that's 0-4, 8-9 overall, 0-4 in the conference. But what do you like about this guy?
I like his aggression. He is always aggressive every single time he steps on the floor. This man is a driver. He is attacking the rim with force, looking to go 100 miles an hour and get downhill. Great finisher. He's tough as nails. We love it, and sometimes he's a little reckless, but we love it. We love aggression in the Big 12 and on this show.
I have a feeling that Alex Jensen is going to do very well at Utah, and when he reaches the mountaintop, I do believe he'll be talking about guys like Terrence Brown, right, being a part of his first class at the school, and guys that really helped him change the culture.
For sure.
Hunter Uff at West Virginia, he's a bucket, and last year at a mid-major, I was like, okay, we'll see how he does in the Big 12. Dude, he's doing really well.
He is probably one of the most entertaining guys in this conference. If you have not gotten a chance to watch him play, please turn on the TV, because look at some of the shots that he can make. Like I know I'm a little crazy when I say this, but like he's the closest thing that we have. I'm probably gonna take some
Say it, Steph Curry.
He's the closest thing that we have in college basketball to Steph Curry. I mean, look at what he does. Look at some of the shots that he's been able to hit. He's second in the country in three-point attempts per game. And look at this. Just look at some of these. The game against Kansas when he hits the big and 1-3. Every game I've done of his, he's turned up in the second half and made the game entertaining. Now, granted, he's not the same player and he's not nearly as big as Steph Curry, but as far as entertainment value, my man is up there in college basketball.
When you couple his explosiveness and dynamic play and three-point shooting with the way that Ross Hodges' teams play defense, that makes, as Kansas has learned, any trip to Morgantown real scary.
It makes it extremely tough, and Ross Hodge has those guys rolling. But speaking of a coach that has his team rolling, Johnny Dawkins, the transformation from last year to this year. Let's please talk about UCF. And Pete, you are so high on this team.
I am.
You love this team.
Yeah.
You got to see them up close and personal. Tell me what you like the most.
Well, first of all, I'm going to introduce Prisoner Pete, because I called the UCF game a few days ago. Okay. But boy, did I like what I saw. The best start in the Johnny Dawkins era. This team was ranked in the top 25 for the first time since 2019. They've only been ranked in the top 25 6 times since 1969. That is a wild stat. But the reason they're doing so well this year, Riley Kugel, averaging almost 15 points a game. He played, obviously, at big schools like Florida and Ole Miss, and he averaged 9 points over the course of those 3 years. But this year at UCF, 15 points a game, he's a walking bucket. And the perfect guy in tandem with him is Themus Folks. Nobody like Themus Folks can see the floor and also scoot down the floor. He is downhill all the time, touching the paint, breaking down the defense. 7 assists a game, 7.3 now a game. That's 6 in all of college basketball. And you and I both got to pause and say, couldn't happen to a better dude. Johnny Dawkins, obviously, he's a tough dude and a great guy and a great coach. And, it's about time.
I think UCF has arguably the most underrated backcourt in the Big 12.
I would agree.
When you look at folks and when you look at Kugel and what they can do in that tandem, I really do think that this is one of the most underrated backcourts in the Big 12 that gets no love. But that's why we're here. Like Pete said, sometimes people feel like they don't care, so you just need flowers, and we're giving flowers, and UCF is a team that deserves their flowers.